We're going to try to dig up some more questions as Mr. Lish comes back for the microphone.
Rob's back.
And in about 5 minutes, we're going to take a look at the news the wrong way. Rob, who's next?
The next one here on my list, at least it's the top card, is Tom from Eddie Hall.
All right, Tom from Eddie Hall. All right.
Tom, you're on the radio.
You're on the radio.
Rob's hat is still blinking.
What is the name of Divine, the 400-pound female transvestite? Real name.
Lardo.
Oh, I heard it once.
First real name. First
I
real
can't
name.
remember it.
The first name of Divine. Dave, this might be up your alley.
What was that question once again?
What is the first name of Divine?
First name
Divine.
of Divine.
She's been on TV.
Her real first
No,
name.
it's a he.
She's it.
Very divine.
Very divine.
It, that has
Very
been on TV.
divine.
I say Gladys.
Gladys.
Gladys Divine.
No,
How'd we
you're
do?
wrong. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to know.
It's Glenn.
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 Glenn Divine.
Glenn Divine.
Okay, we have,
Dandy
a,
Divine.
we have a divine question back.
Well, I have a related question about strange tendencies.
There's
About
one.
that. Okay. What does an androphobic maiden fear? What is an androphobic maiden afraid of?
Anything she wants.
Yes.
An androphobic maiden is afraid of. It is clean.
Can you give him a hint?
I can. Well, there's.
Hey.
No.
No.
Fine.
Oh, he's tough.
What's the hint?
All right. The hint is.
This is where we force it out of the
that's the
cast.
hint.
There are a lot of them in this room.
There are a lot of them in this room. Dave
People.
Donovan.
People. Is that your final answer?
People. Final answer?
Well, Rob is still blinking over there.
We have a blank look.
Females.
Females.
Well, actually, it's men.
Oh, I never knew.
Close. Very good. Good guess.
Still gets opposed.
We have a poster for that man in the back.
Give him a
Nice hand
poster.
for him. Yeah.
Rip a poster in half, tape it back together, and then give it to him.
That's it. And as we get that poster over there, a reminder to
Sure.
everyone at home once again, don't call tonight. We're not taking phone calls. We're doing it live here at Adelphi University.
Rob,
and as
you're
we move
blinking
on,
again.
Can I get in a slight editorial comment here?
Commentary, but we'll go
Thank
with
you.
it anyway.
Back here, I really can't even hear what the person's saying, and I'm sitting right next to him. Could y'all keep it down, quiet?
Oh, you're all being bad.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
You guys, thank you. Trouble.
You got yelled at.
Now, anybody who's listening at home, Rob there is only 4'3", so
Yes.
he's
You
taking
can't-
a big chance.
Cheering is one thing, but please.
you can't pound him any lower.
Okay, our next is
Do keep
David.
it down because we're on the radio.
Yes, go
We're
ahead.
on it.
David from Lennon Hall.
David from Lennon Hall.
Okay.
Is he still here? Where's Dave?
Dave, where are you?
As we wait.
Dave, where are you?
Oh,
Hello.
yes, this is...
Somebody check the men's room for David.
What are the names of Rocky's turtles in the movie Rocky?
What did he name his turtles?
What did he... Can we have that one more time?
What was that question?
One more time, that question from the back, please.
What are the names? What are the names of Rocky's turtles?
What are the names of Rocky's turtles?
Rocky's Turtles.
You remember that, Dave?
One was Divine.
One was Divine.
And the other one was androphobic.
Androphobic, yes.
Oh,
the
boy.
name of Divine... Anybody out there know the name of Divine's turtles?
No, Rocky's turtles.
Yeah, let's get some
Rocky's
help from the
turtles.
audience
What
here.
about Shirley and Betsy?
Ah, come on, we're losing.
No.
No help?
No help.
All right, no help.
All right.
Hey guys,
Hey, what?
I think I know the answer.
Hey,
I hear. Who is
the
that?
voice
above.
from
It's a voice.
upstairs.
We're giving
wow.
up. We're giving up, so give it a shot.
Yes, go ahead.
This is God.
Hi.
Hi, God.
I knew you'd come around.
The
Hi, guys.
answers are Cuff
Yes,
and
go ahead.
Link.
What?
Cuff
Cuff
and Link.
and
Cuff
Link.
and Link.
Yay!
How'd we do?
Correct.
Yeah.
We got it, yeah.
Thank you, God.
No
Let's hear it for
problem.
Dennis McCarthy.
Yeah, oh, God, could we get a question back from you? Do you
Well,
Go
I'll
ahead.
speak to you once in a while.
Here's
ahead.
a good question.
Okay.
Okay.
What is going to be the title fight in the upcoming movie Rocky IV?
The title fight in the movie Rocky IV. What's
They
it going to
made
be?
another
versus Link.
Who
Oh, no.
will Rocky fight?
Wait till it comes to the $1
The
movie.
title fight in Rocky
Rocky
IV.
IV.
What's it going to be? Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
It's a tough crowd out there.
Yes.
It'll be between a Russian and Mr. T.
Yes, Mark Gastineau will arm wrestle Rocky and then punch him out.
I like that.
Well, that's
what's the
half
answer
right.
over there, Robert?
Rocky fights a Russian.
Rocky fights a Russian. Let's hear it for God. Yeah. We have a poster for something for that kind of. We have a poster for you if you want to hang out there.
Poster, yeah.
What's the score? Anybody keeping score here? I know we're losing.
Score.
Yeah.
Us losing, them winning.
We are losing.
Yeah,
yes,
we're
they're winning.
losing
They're winning.
severely.
Yeah.
God, you don't have any idea what the score is, do you?
No.
He's probably disappeared. Well,
He's
God
back-
will be
he went back to
returning
his
here
computer.
shortly. Well, I think it's just about time for the news. If we get the news people over here, this is where we take a look at the news the wrong way. So for those of you who have a couple of minutes, just kind of hang around and you'll find out what's going on. Can we get the news people over here?
I think
We're
they're
ready.
Yeah. And while we wait, a reminder to the people at home listening, don't call us tonight because we're nowhere near the phones, but we'll be back near the phones next week when we go back to the safety of the studio. But once again, we want to thank everybody for coming down to see Who Knows What live in the Adelphi Rathskeller. Thanks a lot. Okay, and now, you guys.
Now,
The news.
we're going to get you informed. And now, it's that special part of our program, the news. The WKW Bogus News. A potpourri of information designed to make you argue with the person next to you. Bill,
Yeah.
I really hate the way you dress. You really look like a slob. Truly bogus.
Hey, look, like we've been doing this for more than a year, and I've always wanted to tell you about your crummy shoes.
You milquetoast. You're just a gigantic truck full of annoying.
Now, wait a minute.
What
are we doing here?
I don't know.
The news introduction says that we have to argue.
But we're not married.
Of course not. Let's do the news.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking, quit drinking, quit amphetamines, quit sniffing glue.
And now, volume 62 of the WKW Bogus News goes something like this. White House sources say the president's hair was higher on the right at his latest press conference. As anyone knows, the president usually files his poor excuse for a DA higher on the left. A terrific squabble ensued on Capitol Hill today as the Washington press corps shouted at each other about important topics like shampooing techniques, split ends, perms, pork chop sideburns, and microwave ovens. To settle the dispute, members of the press marched on the White House and shaved the president's head. And this just in, profit-taking on Wall Street today resulted in several arrests for armed robbery.
Well, Carrie, on the air and in the air, Delta Airlines Flight 90.3 met an unusual fate today. The craft was cruising at 17,000 feet when Captain Arnie Corkboard sneezed. The plane then nosedived to an altitude of 37 feet before First Officer Waterward Snoffberg brought it under control. Captain Corkboard was given a tissue and asked how the plane was saved. God bless you, Carrie. Airline officials had no comment. Oh, and this just into our newsroom. Today's winning number was 3.
More news about bodily parts in Washington. There seems to be some confusion regarding President Reagan's hearing aid. Bye-bye, nice to see you. When White House Press Secretary Larry Speakes was telling reporters about the device, weeks ago, he said the president had an aid in his ear. Hysterical cabinet members immediately clogged the White House switchboard, demanding to know who was stuck in the president's ear. Asked one, "What's in there? Are his feet sticking out of the ear?" asked another. Finally, Speakes was able to clear up the confusion by saying President Reagan was using a hearing helper, whereupon Nancy Reagan stuffed some chopped meat and macaroni in the president's ear.
Well, Carrie, a new study says America's restaurants are serving healthier, more nutritious, and tasty meals to keep pace with the national fitness craze. Patrons of White Hassle hamburgers joints were asked to comment, and the responses were generally full of hot air. Oh, and this just in, the Prime Minister of England has bought herself a Thatcherizer.
And Bill, a tractor trailer carrying 7,000 bowling balls collided with a lawnmower on the Long Island Expressway earlier this afternoon, resulting in the release of the truck's cargo. Several autos were struck, but all of the people involved were spared serious injury. And that's what's happening in the WKW News Cubicle. We return next week, the results of an in-depth study, should James Watt become a public relations director. And now, we return to the Adelphi Rathskeller, where thousands of people are screaming for more news. And a bunch of folks are hanging out. Thank you.
Yo! Well, the crowd is thinning.
I'm ready.
But we're still here. Welcome to the second half of Who Knows What, already in progress. I'm Jim Doig.
I'm Mike Casano.
I'm Mary Sikorsky.
I'm Bill Zontini.
And I'm Carrie Briner.
I'm having a good time.
And out on the floor,
Rob Lish.
Hi, I'm Rob Lish somewhere.
I've
Somewhere,
got an
yes.
announcement to make.
you have an announcement. Another announcement.
At 25 minutes before 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Go ahead.
This special edition of Who Knows What is being brought to you by the folks at Centurion Pizza. Yum Yum. Located at 279 Nassau Boulevard in Garden City South, featuring an assortment of Italian specialties.
Yeah, let's hear it for the survivors of the first half of Who Knows What. We're glad you stuck around, and Rob is giving out numbers. If you want to ask a question, we got prizes to give to you, so it'll be worth the effort.
He's giving out numbers and getting phone numbers, girls.
He's having fun.
Right there.
Rob, right behind you there.
Rob, look behind you.
Yes.
We have a question.
There's this one lady right here. She's been patiently waiting. She
Or
also beat
patiently
me up
waiting.
during the news because I skipped her before. It's
Uh-oh.
It's
You
Michelle.
skipped her? You skipped her.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm sorry.
That must hurt.
Sorry,
I
we'll
didn't
just
mean to
dock
do
it
it.
from your pay.
Forgive
Yes.
me. It's Michelle from Linen Hall.
Michelle from Lynn. Let's have a nice hand for Michelle. Yeah.
My question to you is, who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica? And
Prime
West
Minister
Indian Islands?
Wait, she's not finished. Go ahead.
Who is the Prime Minister of the West Indian Island, Jamaica?
Yeah.
The West
Right.
Indian island of Jamaica.
Not
Who's the
Jamaica
Prime
Queen.
Minister?
Jamaica Queen. No, not Jamaica Queen.
Okay.
No.
Jamaica. Jamaica in the
We
water.
can ask her Jamaica Queen's question back.
Okay.
You have any idea?
No.
Well, we could always use the optimum answer.
Could we have a hint? Could we have his initials?
Initials.
Hey, could you give us a hint, like the initials?
We're not up on our history and U.
EA.
EA.
Okay.
No,
Egbert-
ES.
Egbert-
Yes,
ES.
yes.
Yes.
They just switched.
Extra sausage. I
Ed
don't know.
Smith.
What?
Ed
Ed
Smith.
Smith.
Ed
No,
Smith.
that's
Okay.
New York.
Ed Smith.
Ed Smith.
Ed Smith, okay.
What is the
No.
correct answer?
Edward Thiago.
Hey, I had the
We
first
got
one.
half. We got half of
Ed,
that.
we got Ed.
We got Ed.
Do we have a Jamaica question back? Mary?
Well, no, I don't have a Jamaica question back, but I do have something about what's around Jamaica. That's water.
Well, that's good.
Water.
What percentage of the Earth's water is drinkable?
70%.
What percentage of the Earth's water is drinkable?
What percentage of the Earth's water is drinkable?
For the fourth time, what percentage of the Earth's water is
70.
drinkable?
70%.
And what's your answer?
A little help for this young lady over here. Anybody know?
70?
70.
70% is drinkable?
I think,
No.
I think you would have to drink a lot of salt water.
Yes.
That's right. No, in fact, it's 1%.
1%.
1%.
1%.
Hmm.
You can swim
tell
in the
Mary
We
other
have
That's
a
that.
movie poster for that young
Don't
lady.
tell
Let's
Mary.
have a
That's
nice
a
hand.
Got a poster for you
Thank
anyway.
you. And as we move on, Mr. Rob Lish, as he gets another person.
Next we have Paul from Earl Hall.
Let's hear it for Paul. Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
All right, there it is.
Hey, Paul.
The British
Paul.
rock star.
What's
British
that?
rock star.
Which rock star?
The British rock star
British rock.
from Brixton,
Uh-huh.
who has set all of the precedents for modern music since 1967.
Is this an
This,
opinion
this
question?
man's name, David Bowie.
Right.
I thought it was Tom Jones.
Yeah, right? What member of what band was he confused with before he changed his name?
Oh,
How
I know
about-
that one. I know that
You
one.
got it?
It's,
Hey.
I believe it was Davy Jones of the Monkees.
Davy Jones of the Monkees.
Very good.
Do we have a monkey's question back?
I have a
Monkeys
mistaken
question.
Mike
identity.
Casano, Monkeys person.
It was
Oh,
Dave,
okay,
wait a
Dave.
minute. Dave, who knows divine, has
The
a
original
question
monkey
back.
himself.
Paul, by
Dave
the way,
Donovan.
do you know Dennis McCarthy, by the way, Paul?
Hi there.
No, I don't.
Dennis just joined
The
us.
voice of God, as on Who
also
Knows
known
What,
as
Dennis
God.
McCarthy.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Paul, do you read the New York Post?
When I get a chance.
When I get a chance.
Well, it's sort of a music question. Sting has a look-alike who's a film actor. Name him. Sting has a look-alike, a guy who's in many films. Think about it.
In what movie?
I'll give you a hint. He was in the movie Cross Creek just recently.
Wow.
But he wasn't credited, so that's not much of a hint.
And the movie Time
He was
After
also
Time.
in Blue Thunder just recently.
And in Time After Time.
The
Huh?
movie Time After Time.
Don't say that. Don't give him any more.
Stop.
Don't say anything.
Catch you later, Dave.
Oh, jumping to tourists.
And the audience can't help him.
Oh, tough man.
Sting 2.
Sting 2. Oh, what a
His brother,
great
Sting
Does the
Jackie
name
Gleason.
His brother Stung.
John Voight? Anybody else?
Shirley Bassey.
Wait a second. Does the name Malcolm McDowell mean anything to you?
No, Malcolm McDowell's got a bigger nose.
Well,
Good job.
Depends what perspective you look
Just
at
give him
it.
his movie poster.
Oh.
Yeah, let's have a nice hand for him. Thank you.
In addition to your movie poster, we'll give you the collector's item of your, because he's a nice guy.
Yes, that's it.
I'm saying that
And
too,
as we
Paul.
move on, our roving floor person, Mr. Rob Lish.
comes
Next
Rob.
is
Watch
another
out.
fellow who was beating me up during the news,
Congratulations to you.
Mike from Linen Hall.
Oh, Mike. And he loved every minute of it, too, yes.
All right. As we know, Joan Collins, at 50 years old.
You know Joan Collins?
I don't know. I don't
Bring
know
her over here.
As we know, she is Alexis on Dynasty.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Before
love
becoming
Joan
a big
Collins.
star, name the 2 X-rated movies that she
The
was
Stud and the Beat.
I'm sorry, I don't see those kind of
Wrong.
movies.
And
Only
the
you
beat.
would know that.
Dave Donovan goes to
I know all of
Washington.
those movies.
Not the stud and the
Wrong.
female dog.
Wait, we're not done yet.
Oh,
We're
sorry, that
still
she was
thinking
star
about
of, that she was the leading player in. She was in many of them.
Oh, yes.
But there's only 2 that she was billed as the leading player.
Ooh.
Dave
And I mean
Donovan.
player.
Dave Donovan jumps in the pool
Dave
by
seems
the
to know the
Washington
answer,
line.
and we're about to apologize for this answer.
I believe it's the Stud and the Bitch.
No, one
Well, don't
right.
say it. Wait, gotta confirm.
How
my
many
people over
guesses?
What do you guys
Say
think?
again? I said the stud.
We're going to go with what he
Shirley
said.
Dennis, we were watching
Stud
at your
and
house
the
the other day, weren't we? No, no.
The Stud and the Bitch.
Wait
Yes.
a minute, sir.
The other thing.
Okay, it's The Bitch
I heard that.
and Homework.
And homework.
Homework.
Oh.
Of course.
We have a Joan Collins question back.
She became famous. I'd like to know what villainess did Joan Collins play on Batman?
What villainess did Joan Collins play on Batman? The audience can help him.
We see
Somebody's
some
jumping in
hands
the
on the
back. Wait. And while we wait, a reminder to the people at home listening.
Mike's looking for help. Anybody help Mike? Here he comes.
Help is on the way. Reminder to the people
The
at home
answer
listening.
is Catwoman.
Catwoman.
You're going to believe him. You are.
Believe him?
Well, do I believe him?
You're going to believe him.
Do you know him?
Tommy?
A
And the
poster
crowd
in the park
turns.
hangs in the process.
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Catwoman, because she wasn't the Black Widow. She was Catwoman.
You don't even
Catwoman.
know him. You're going to take his word.
The correct answer is the Siren.
The
Siren.
siren.
I'm proud.
Well, we have.
You'll still get a movie poster. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be nice. Let's
hear it
have
from
a nice
Mike from
hand
Linen
for
Hall.
Mike. Yes. Yay. A reminder to everyone
rather
at
see
home,
you in
don't
those
call
2 movies.
tonight because there's no phones. We're doing this live. Coming up next, another pseudo-sponsor. But Rob, we're going to get another question. Yes, Rob.
is standing there. His lights are
Rob,
still
fish out
blinking.
another person.
Okay, our next is Darlene from Hempstead.
Darlene from Hempstead.
Hempstead.
Let's have a nice hand for Darlene. Yay!
Darlene, are you a first-time caller? Yes?
Are you a
She's not
first-time
calling me,
caller?
she's live in person.
Could you tell me who holds the world's record in the long jump?
She's looking in the cup for the question. I like that.
One of those
Who
types.
holds
The
the
guy's
world's
real
record for
small.
a
He's
long
in the
jump?
cup.
Let
The
me
question
look
is
at
on the
this
inside of the
microphone
cup there.
Yes.
Can you hold the cup up, please, so we can see? Thank you very much.
The male record? Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
We're going to say Carl Lewis as a final
Carrie, what do you
answer.
say?
Carl Lewis.
Bill?
Bill?
The
Carl
answer
Lewis.
is Carl Lewis.
Mary?
Carl Lewis, of course.
Well,
Carl
we seem to be in
Lewis.
agreement.
Will
Carl
the real
Lewis.
Carl Lewis please
Please
stand up?
Rob,
Hold
give
it.
the lady the mic and we'll get the right answer.
The people on the TV say Samuel Walker.
Sammy.
Oh, that was a long
Sammy
time
Walker.
ago.
Say Sammy Walker.
Yeah.
I say we give that
I wanna
one
challenge
up.
that
I say
thought.
we play.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. Do we have a long jump question?
Any
back?
long jump questions?
Dennis
Long
McCarthy
jump
is
sports.
back down here with us.
Well,
Dennis?
I have how about a swimming question?
Oh, Mary has a sports
Swimming
question. Go
question.
ahead, Mary.
All right.
What is the oldest stroke used in competitive swimming?
Hey, now wait. This is
The
a
oldest
clean show,
stroke.
okay?
We are on
I
the
ain't
radio,
gonna touch
seriously.
that.
Sounds like one of Joan Collins' movies.
Yes.
We're on the radio.
The crawl stroke.
The crawl.
The crawl.
The crawl.
The crawl.
No, it is the breaststroke.
The
The
breaststroke.
breaststroke.
The
The
breaststroke.
breaststroke.
Stroke, okay.
What do we have? What do we have for her?
We have a movie poster too. First Blood.
Yes.
First blood.
She's very
Blood.
excited,
Very excited
about
it.
that.
Yes. Let's have a nice hand for her. Yay! Well, let's see if we can wander the cast over here for our next. Our next pseudo spot is the. We're going to visit the mystical. What's his name?
Mystical and magical.
Well, let me just wander over here and see if I can.
you know this guy, don't you?
Yes. Yes, Dave. Take it
Oh,
away.
Dave has
We
something
have
to say.
we have some late breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Darlene is in love with Sylvester Stallone.
Let's hear it for
Oh,
Sylvester.
Darlene.
Sylvester, if you're listening,
I'll give you his phone number later.
And while we're waiting,
And now,
don't call if you're at home. The number is 516-747-4757, but don't
But
call.
don't call.
Because we're not answering the phones tonight.
Okay, we now have another pseudo-sponsor for you. We will continue. If the man upstairs is watching, the new god, we'll continue with more of Who Knows What right after this. There's the music. And now, from the far east of Long Island, Who Knows What presents the mystical, magical, and for the most part, unbelievable Maharishi Kasano. Hello, Maharishi.
Hello.
Maharishi, we have some letters for you if you would get a hold of the script there.
Thank you, Sahib.
Yes, letter number 1. This comes from a listener. Oh. Letter number 1. What? Oh, thank you. Dear Maharishi, I have a problem. It seems that the person who I share a dorm with snores a lot.
Yes.
Not only can't I sleep, but 6 people on my floor threaten to break down the door and soundproof our faces. What should I do? Signed, can't stand it.
Dear Sissy, there is a saying in my country that goes, when the carcass of a cow lands in your backyard, it's time to build a sump. That has nothing to do with your problem. My advice to you, calm down, is to wait for your roommate to fall asleep. Pack him in a crate and mail him to James Watt's office. At least there'll be one person who won't have to hear what he says. Next letter. Ooh.
Letter number 2, dear Maharishi. I like writing letters. In fact, I like writing a lot of letters. I like writing everywhere. I write on my house, on my lawn, on my kid, on my sister. Do you like to write? Then why don't you ever write to me? Signed, Anoy.
Dear Anoy, may your pen and pad be blessed with the droppings heaved by the mighty iguana.
If you would like to write to the Maharishi Kasano, it's Maharishi Kasano, care of radio station WBAU, Post Office Box 365, Garden City, New York 11530. Any final words?
Be good to your cow. It's been good to you.
And thank you. And now Mr. Lish is out there. What is it? What are you doing?
I have an announcement to make at this juncture.
Another announcement.
He's going to say something.
Wait, I know what this one is.
We can't. Very predictable. And
Yes.
we can't forget these people because
Yes,
they
we
were
can't.
they were really nice to us and helped us out a lot. The special edition of Who Knows What Live is being brought to you by Centurion Pizza. Located at 279 Nassau Boulevard in Garden City South, featuring an assortment of Italian specialties, and thank you, Rocky.
There's still about 23 slices upstairs if anybody wants some.
We
It's
have
a
cold
little
pizza
full.
upstairs if you'd like some. Rob, we'll go back to our man on the floor, Mr. Rob Lish, for another question from
Blinking
the
light
crowd.
man, give us another.
And who has the next question?
Rob, has your
can you
microphone
talk?
died? Why don't you,
Rob?
Oh, his microphone has died.
Hello.
Rob, there we go. Yes, go ahead.
We have another special guest here. He just flew in from Czechoslovakia, where he was meeting with some very secret people from the Middle East. His name is Mark from Chapman Hall.
Hey, Mark.
Mark from Chapman Hall. Let's have a nice hand for Mark. Go ahead, Mark. What's your question?
Okay, I got a Star Trek trivia question.
Star Trek trivia.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What was the name of the starship that Captain Kirk was the first officer on, and who was the captain of that starship?
The USS Scrap.
Well, the first commander was Captain Christopher Pike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't
Wasn't
believe he was
Christopher
on that.
Pike.
I believe the
Christopher
commander
Pike.
was Decker.
Was it? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Commodore Decker.
I thought
Commodore
Kirk
Decker.
was born a captain. I mean, he was born. He was never
And
anything else. He was
The
chief cook and bottle
the
washer.
Constitution. The Constitution.
And
Commodore
Decker.
Decker and the Constitution. Mark, how'd we do?
You were wrong on both.
Figures.
Both questions
thanks a
wrong.
lot.
It was a Starship Farragut.
Don't
and
call
the
me that.
captain was Captain Garrovick.
Garroway. Dave
Ah, we
Captain
should have
Garrow.
known. The guy with the monkey on
Hey,
it
Star
now.
Trek question back, Mr. D?
Star Trek.
No.
No.
Not from me.
We'll pass to the panel. A Star Trek question back?
Star
How
Trek
about
question.
Superman trivia?
Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Superman,
go
that's
ahead.
close enough.
Okay.
Begins with an S.
Right. What Illinois town was Superman's boyhood home?
What Illinois town was the boyhood home
Could you
of
repeat
Stupid
that?
Man? Superman.
What was
The
that?
name of Superboy's boyhood town, where he went to high school.
Tick tock, tick.
I'm going to say Shirley Bassey was
Shirley
Very
Shirley
close.
Bassey.
Very close.
Well, you were close. It also begins with an S. Smallville.
Smallville.
Illinois.
Yeah, let's hear it for Mark. He gets
Thank
himself
you.
a poster. All right. Yeah, you know what's going to happen. We're going to get that. You've seen Rowan and Martin's laughing. We're going to close the show tonight with this. Well, let's move on. We have another question, Mr. Lish.
Yes, our next questionnaire is from Lily and Eddie Hall.
Let's hear it for Lily.
Hi,
Yeah, Lily.
This ought to be TV.
Thank you. In the novel Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell, what were the names of Scarlett's 3 children?
3
Children.
Scarlett's 3 children.
Scarlett's 3 children.
Cuff, red, white, and blue.
No.
Red, right.
What movie? I beat you to
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Red, white, and red.
There was crimson, there was
Yes, this is a
maroon.
patriotic family.
And red.
I have no idea. You have any idea?
No.
Rhett? We're going to have to pass. We don't know.
Shirley Bassey.
Irving, Finster,
And Shirley
Bassey.
Bassey.
Right.
They were Bonnie, Ella, and Wade.
Of course.
Ella, of course.
John.
Uh-huh.
Do we have a, we do, Mr. Bill Zontini.
We have a movie question back.
Movies.
I'd like to know who produced and directed Citizen Kane.
Who produced and directed Citizen Kane? A little help from the audience there.
And if you get this right, you win a copy of TV Movies, and then you'll know.
Where was that communications major? Is she still here?
You get this right, you get a degree instantly from the Adelphi.
We have an answer.
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, that's
Orson
correct.
Welles.
Yeah.
He makes
like
no
that.
movie
Nowadays,
before
he's
his
Awesome
time.
Wells.
He's a rambling big guy.
So what does the young lady win?
I'm looking up Citizen Kane.
Oh, hurry up.
Citizen Kane. C-I-T-I.
Are we in a rush?
Z.
Yes.
Look at the time.
Citizen Kane. Yes, there it is. It's coming up.
Hey, it's...
You got it?
Page.
There it is.
Citizen Kane, 1941, 119 minutes. Directed by Orson Welles, starring Orson Welles, and Orson Welles.
He's a big guy.
He fits a lot of parts.
Incidentally, the reporter with the pipe in the last scene is Alan Ladd, and I'm sure you all know that.
Very good.
From
Very
Leonard
good.
Maltin's
Let's have a
TV
big
movies.
hand.
Yes. Mike just... Yes, let...
You got the complete MASH book.
We gave her the MASH book instead?
You got the MASH book?
All right, Lily.
That's the
I want to read that.
The
You better let me
co-producer
read that.
taking over. Who knows? What? Let's,
I like this book.
Yes, it squabbles here on Who Knows What. Shall we move on, Mr. Lish?
Yes, our next questionnaire is somebody who's going to solve the whole question of Northern Ireland. She's flying to see Margaret Thatcher. It's for a secret meeting, and her name is Phyllis.
And she's gonna
Let's hear it for Phyllis.
She's
Hi,
gonna
Phyllis.
Hi, Phyllis. How are you?
sell her a Thatcherizer when you're over there.
Getting to that Rowan and Martin clap, I'm telling you. Go ahead.
I've got an automobile question for you.
Oh, boy. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
I'm listening.
All right, what is the odometer reading on Jim's car?
What is the odometer
that's a
reading
question.
on Jim's car?
Even
The white
Jim doesn't
station
know that.
wagon.
Do I know you?
Wagon.
What? You want another question?
Fess up,
I
Jim.
want another
Jim,
question.
come on.
I haven't been in
Want
his
another
car.
question. That's a little...
What's it? What was the question?
What is the odometer reading?
On Jim's car.
That's common knowledge. Come on, talk it up out there.
You guys all know that,
Come on,
right?
Everybody knows that out
10%.
there? Sure,
We have
hey.
10% leeway, don't we?
Seven.
Gotta come within 10%.
Okay.
Jim, you should come within 10%.
Jim, it's your car. I know it's my car.
excuse-
Do you think I
excuse
look
me,
at that
sir,
sort of thing?
approximate mileage.
and check.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Jim
Come
on
on,
the spot
Jim.
in live radio.
78,250. Come on, be honest.
78,200.
78,250.
We'll go with that. They were driving my car.
Which car are we talking about?
52,500.
That's all you've driven?
No, come on, you had
That's
to
in
drive more.
10%.
Get out and drive some more, will you please?
You got us.
We have an automobile question
An
back.
automobile question.
You have an automobile. Here we go. Mr.
Phyllis,
Shades.
what is the year and make of my car?
Okay, this is a real tough one.
Yes, let's get personal on the radio.
You have to be within 10%.
Within 10% on the make also.
72 Mustang Ford.
72 Mustang.
72.
You drive one of those?
77.
You drive one of those?
77.
What is it, Dave? Tell us.
Excuse me?
77.
77 Mustang.
Well, she's
Is that your
right.
final answer?
She's right.
All right.
But we can't give her a prize.
That's true.
She's your sister.
77 Mustang.
Personal
Yay,
question.
Jim and
You're on
sister.
here.
There'll be a fight home.
Have a nice
Let's
day.
hear for Phyllis over there. Hey.
Oh, blinking one. Well, for John, who's flying the boat upstairs, we're going to just keep getting questions from the audience.
We
So
gotta
let's
thank-
move right on.
We gotta thank a few people. And
Oh, that too, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Who's in charge here?
I don't know.
Go
Who's in
ahead.
charge? I'm in charge.
Is Eileen still here?
Al Haig is in
Against what?
Here's Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Ah, Eileen.
There's a song about you.
My question is, on the I Love Lucy show, what was Ethel's maiden name?
Mertz. No, that was her. Merman.
Baron. Ethel Baron. Ethan Barrymore.
Ethel Barrymore.
Oh,
I think you might have
Ethel
that.
Haig.
Ethel Bassey.
Give up.
Oh, can I occupy this?
Oh, you
What's
know
the
the
question?
answer?
What is the question?
What was
Wait,
Ethel's
Sharon
maiden
knows the
name?
answer.
Ethel's maiden name. Baines. No, that's
Baines.
no,
No,
sorry.
that's
Ethel
all in the
Bates.
family.
She was Norman's mother.
No, Baines.
No,
Baines.
that's
I like
Edith
Baines.
Bunker.
Although that's not right. I don't know. You have any idea?
That's
Well,
Lyndon
let's get an
Johnson's
answer.
middle
Time's
name.
running out.
Yes, time is a wasting
Yes,
here. So
Somebody said it over there.
Bassey.
Ethel
yeah,
Uncle.
we're gonna go with Bassey.
Alcohol.
Polyethylene.
Her maiden name was
Ethyl
Potter.
Potter.
Ethel Potter.
Yes, mother of Sherm.
Colonel
Sherm. Do we have an I Love Lucy question back?
I can't stomach I Love Lucy.
You can't stomach I Love Lucy? Well, neither can I.
Well, I have a question back.
There we go.
Is this real? Not anymore. Pardon me.
This used to be. No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, this is a similar to I Love Lucy question.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what network and what actress are appearing in a series, and on what network, that is modeling herself after Lucille Ball, and all the pre-hype kind of thing touts her as the next Lucille Ball of comedy? Who is she and what network is she on?
A new show,
It's a new show.
It's a new show.
It's a new show, Dave.
Any idea?
Come on, give me a network.
Okay, the network, I'll give you the network. It begins with a C. Tough one here, okay?
Yes.
CNN.
How many Adelphi students here?
Is it Madeline Kahn?
Madeline Kahn.
Kahn. Very good.
That's
Very
it.
good.
Yes, she's right.
Go into your bag of tricks, Dave.
What does she win there, Mr.
Give that
D?
girl a network.
It's a copy of TV movies. You can look up Madeline Kahn.
Oh, yeah.
Kahn.
He's looking up Madeline Kahn.
Why don't you
Talk
look it up
amongst
on the way
yourselves.
over there since we're running out of time? We'll give you something to do.
Dave,
Favorite
what you
movies,
tell us
the
about
Fire Chasers.
Yes, let's move right along there. And a hand for Eileen. Thank you very much.
Who do we have left? Who else is left? Who do we have
I don't know.
Moving.
I don't know if the panel knows it, but the Who Knows What helicopter just landed outside on the floor.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know we had any
And a
gas.
special guest got out. She doesn't know that she's about to be on radio, but we have Marion from Floral Park.
Regular caller.
Hello,
Long-term
how are
caller
you?
for Who Knows What.
Okay.
You have a question there, Marion, or you just want to say hi?
Yeah, well, I do have a question. Well, you
Okay,
have a
quickly.
choice. You can either
A choice.
help me with my chemistry and tell me what a mole is in 10 words or less, or you can have a Superman question.
What's
A mole. That's like a
mole.
little
A
pimple.
little
you
furry
gotta-
creature.
It's a very hard
Yeah.
show.
Thing on your
No,
face.
it's that thing that grows on your face.
Yeah.
Let's watch the time here, folks. We're
Mole
kind
is
of running
a
out
unit
here.
of measurement, but let's take the Superman question.
The Superman
anyway.
question, considering
Okay,
more
I want you
fun.
to tell me on what side does Superman part his hair.
Ooh. Well,
Wait a
we'll
minute,
just
wait.
have to look in the mirror.
He wears a rabbit on his head?
Right to left.
Right to left. Hair. Never mind. Sorry.
In the movie or on the TV show?
In the movie.
On radio.
In the movie Superman. What side?
On radio.
What side does he part?
He parts it right here, yes. What? The right side.
The right
I
side.
hear our-
side.
Excuse me?
The right side.
No, he parts on the left side.
Oh,
Clark Kent
let's
parts
just
on
give
the
Marion a
right side.
prize, because that's our theme music, which means we
Hey.
have to say goodbye. We have a lot of people to thank.
Let's get right to it. The road crew: Mitch Bilas, Carol James, Jamie LaPena, Gary Petrowski. People at BAU: Susan O'Connell, Matt Restivo, John Schmidt, and John Vella. Pushing the buttons. Publicity: Phyllis Doig, thank you, and Dave Donovan, thank you. Equipment, we got to thank Ray Heatherton and Al Brown, and Thelma Klein at the Adelphi Instructional Media Center. Thank you.
Yeah,
very
Thelma.
much. And,
Keep going.
and we're not done. Finally, of course, the special edition of Who Knows What was brought to you by Centurion Pizza, 279 Nassau Boulevard in Garden City South. Thanks, Rocky and the gang. And finally, special thanks to the Resident Student Association, Jeff and Portia and the gang.
And the Department of Housing.
And thank you all for
Yes, and a special thanks to Linda and Jamie for perseverance. And for everyone who showed up, thanks for sticking around. Let's hear that Rowan and Martin class.
Yeah. All 12 of you, you're out there.
And Who Knows What is on Friday nights.
Yes, for
every
those who-
Friday night.
Yes, we will return to the
upstairs.
studio next week. And for everyone who
Upstairs.
tuned in tonight, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune in again next week. For everyone on Who Knows What, thanks for tuning in. And all together, guys and lady, bye.